Hey everybody, it's Eric here at Seward County Community College once again with another Saints podcast for you today. And we bring these to you for, information and that kind of thing because it's been such a crazy year. We haven't, had people on campus. So we want to let you know what's still going on and give you some great information here on Seward County Community College campus. Real quick though, before we get to more of that, be sure you check in the description of this video down below and find out how you could win a scholarship. That's right, got scholarship giveaways. Find out, read the description. But right now, yes, let's throw it over to a couple of great people here on campus. I'm sitting with the housing department. It's Jen and Oscar. Yay!
Hey!
All right. So, do you guys want to kind of introduce yourself and tell us what you do here at the college?
Okay, my name's Jennifer Malin. I am the Director of Student Housing, or as I like to call myself, the dorm mom, because that's too official. And then I brought Oscar.
Hey guys, I'm Oscar Silva. I'm a resident assistant. I work for Jen. And I'm just a regular student here at Seward. I'm majoring in computer information systems, and this is my last semester here.
It is.
There we go. Oh, all right. Yeah. See, and Jen, I was hoping you'd say dorm mom because that's what I was going to call you.
Dorm mom, yes.
Yeah.
Housing director is too formal, I think.
Too formal for me.
All right. So I'll remember to put that in your tag.
Okay,
here.
there we go.
Just a little bit. All right. So we're talking about housing, of course, here on campus, and we get this question every once in a while. Students ask if we have housing situations here, and what are they like? So can you guys explain that a little bit to me? So what are our housing situations here on campus?
Well, are you talking with COVID or just what we do?
Well, let's get in general first. And
In
then,
general.
yeah, okay.
Well, we've got 3 separate housing, sections, you could call them. We've got the SLC, which is the Student Living Center, which is the biggest one. That's where I live. That's where Oscar lives. Mm-hmm. We also have the mansions, which are behind the SLC. It's 2 separate buildings. And then we have Hale Court, which is in between the main campus and Tech campus. And I think there's 5 buildings there.
So we have plenty of space. How many people, like, all told with all three of our living situations, which is actually like 8 buildings or something like that?
If we were totally full, I think it's 252 kids.
Wow, so it's a pretty big chunk.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice, excellent. Yeah. So, can you explain some of the differences of, the difference between the Student Living Center, which we call the SLC,
mm-hmm.
and the mansions, Hale Court? What are some of the differences, and the benefits of one versus the other?
Well, the SLC, like I said, is the big one. It's the one that has the wings in it, and that's where most of the students reside. I mean, it's some days it's really loud in there. And me, back when I was their age, then yeah, that was good. But the older I get, the more I want the quietness. So if you are all about if you're all about the,
let's roll with it.
Let's roll with it. Might as well. What else? It's Wednesday. So if you want, little less noise, you want the mansions. The mansions, the North Mansion has the laundry facilities in it. It's one upstairs, one downstairs. There's 4 rooms downstairs, 4 rooms upstairs. So it's I don't want to say isolated, but it kind of is. Mm-hmm. Then the South Mansion is the same, except it doesn't have the laundry facilities. It has the computer labs. Then Hale Court, they're like little, I would say, apartment buildings maybe. I do think, in my opinion, that the mansions and the Hale Court rooms are bigger than the SLC rooms.
I think so too.
I think so too.
And yeah. It's not by very much, but
but there just seems to be, there's not a wall like there is in the SLC, so it's more open anyway, Hale Court. If I was going to be a student here, I would want Hale Court.
Yeah, and a lot of times when I'm talking to people, I'm like, okay, well, SLC is kind of like your traditional college dorms, mm-hmm. What you would expect. Mansions are kind of set up like apartments, and then Hale Court's like duplexes almost. Yep. So mm-hmm. And it's kind of how I tell people, but. That's really cool. So if you're wanting like the big, like more experienced thing, go with SLC. If you want a little more quiet, a little more privacy, mm-hmm. look at the mansions or Hale Court.
Yep, there you go.
So there we go. So what all is included with the dorm pricing? Because some people you talk to, some colleges that you apply to, whenever you're going to move into the dorms, they make you like pay your meal ticket separately, and they're separate for laundry services and separate for this and that. So what all's included in our dorms?
Actually, everything is included. You get 19 meals a week. So that is 3 meals, Monday through Friday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then Saturday, because none of the kids like to get up early, they just go noon and dinner, and they call it brunch and dinner.
Yeah.
So you get 19 meals a week. The laundry facilities, each section has their own laundry facilities, and they are included in the dorm price. You don't have to worry about searching for quarters, anything like that. It's all free. We also include free Wi-Fi, free internet, and it's hooked up. You can either, Oscar's my techie, so you can either plug in, what is that called? Just
with the Ethernet cord.
Ethernet cord, or you can do Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And we used to have cable, but it was shut off in August. But we just recently got DirecTV, so that is included as well.
Right.
You just have to come to the office, check out the equipment, take it to your room, and there you go.
Yeah, and just a little caveat on the cable thing. That wasn't us necessarily. It's our cable provider here in town was like, yeah, we're not doing cable anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like, kind of left us hanging.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Oscar, can you tell me a little bit about some of the events and activities in the dorms? Because I know you guys, you've been over there for a couple of years now. And you guys, during a normal year anyway, we do all kinds of events and activities. I mean, what are some of the ones that come to mind for you, man?
Well, most recently we held the Super Bowl party here.
Yeah.
And like even with COVID restrictions, it was still really fun to do. So Jen and the other RAs and I, we set up this really big projector screen thing, and we watched the Super Bowl there. And like the cafeteria came in clutch. They had a lot of food, and there was like a lot of like pretty desserts, and like it was a lot of food. What was it?
Yeah,
like,
Maria. I mean, it was Super Bowl food. It was hot wings. Maria and her staff went above and beyond, but they always do. And usually in years past we hold it in the SLC in the upstairs lobby, but with us trying to social distance with everything, and we decided to do it in the student union. That way everybody could spread out. But Maria, she did an awesome job. I mean, there was so much food. The kids talked about it for a long time after.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that was good.
You guys had me at chicken wings.
You should have come over.
I should. Dang, I missed it. I missed the wings.
You missed the wings. There was a ton of wings. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I know you guys do like hot chocolate bar during the winter sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And, mocktails and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, we haven't been able to do any of that this year. Stupid COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, we usually do the mocktails during Hispanic Heritage Month. And that's just, it's all virgin drinks, pina coladas, strawberry daiquiris. The kids really like that. They really seem to like that. So, we had dodgeball.
Oh, we did.
Not too long ago.
Oh, and then was it last semester that we had the Amazing Race?
Yes, we had the Amazing Race.
That was something else.
Yeah, that was our first time. We had done it at the fair because I'm on the fair board.
Yeah.
So I thought, let's do it for the kids. I think that would be.
So what is that? What's the Amazing Race?
Okay, have you seen the Amazing Race on TV?
I mean, kind of. I'm familiar with the concept.
Well, we're not rich or loaded, so we didn't fly them to different countries to do different things. We just made them drive around town like maniacs. They had to go to different stops. Like they'd have a clue. The first clue to start out was go to the place where you live better, save more, or whatever, and that's Walmart, whatever Walmart was. Okay. So then they had another clue. They had to look for Louis, which Diana and was it you? No, Diana and Juan or Mauricio was holding up a big Louis sign. And so you had to park over there and give them your car keys, and then she gave you another envelope, and you had to run in, and it was buy, and there was money in the envelope. I made sure I put money in the envelope for it. Buy, once you pop, you can't stop. And I gave them $1.10 because the little can, the travel size can that's up at the checkouts are 99 cents.
Yeah.
So it would have been $1.09. So they'd had plenty of money. So anyway, they just had to do little things. The next one was Dorothy's house, and you had to find, the president. Anyway, Ronald Reagan and Nancy have a brick out there.
Oh.
And so they had to, I'm sure, Google, I think I don't remember what number president he was off the top of my head, but I put it in there, so I know they had to Google it. And they were allowed to use their phones, but I mean, they were out to win, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It was great. So they wanted to do it again.
What was first prize again? It was
I think first prize was a $50 gift card per person, and there was 4 people on a team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with these dorm events, you often win a prize. And so with going back to the Super Bowl thing, if you stayed there, so each quarter you'd get like a raffle ticket, and then at the end of the game, they would draw out tickets, and you'd get was it $25 gift?
25, yeah. It was 4 $25 gift cards to Walmart.
Cool.
But you had to be present to win. So there's always, I mean, there's an incentive. I mean, but I think, you just do it just to have fun, something to do.
Yeah.
Because everybody is so bored with COVID.
Sitting around.
Yeah, I mean.
And that's part of the college experience too, is and just kind of getting involved in some of those little fun activities and events, yeah.
And this has not been a normal college experience year for them. So, yeah.
Oh, so Jen, can you talk about like some of the rules and the pricing for the dorms?
Well, the pricing, I had to go look it up. So I'm gonna use my little cheat sheet here.
Okay.
So the SLC and the mansions, if you get a double room, which means you would have a roommate, it is $5,210 a year or $2,605 a semester. If you want a single room in the SLC or mansions, it's $6,210 a year or $3,105 a semester. Now, Hellcourt is just a little bit, it's $200 a year cheaper. So the double on that is $5,010 a year or $2,505 a semester. A single is $6,010 a year or $3,005 a semester.
Yeah, so if you don't want the roommate, it's worth it.
And I've already started getting contracts in for next year. Matter of fact, I got my very first one in February 1st. And I was like,
wow.
"Ooh, she's excited."
Yeah,
So,
ready to roll.
But anyway, yeah, I've got about 20 in so far, and there's been a handful that have requested singles.
Cool. And that's one thing I was going to do too, because here lately we've been doing a lot of videos just kind of, like this. And there goes the other side. The other side finally fell off. So, oh well. I knew my Velcro wasn't going to work. But because we're doing a lot of little videos like this, and I was going to do one just kind of just a real quick video to show everybody like where to go and how to fill out the housing contract too, if that was something they were interested in. So, kind of similar to like the apply for financial aid, those kind of videos. So I was going to do something like that.
Yeah, you go to our website sccc.edu. You hover your mouse over student. You go to the middle column. The fourth one down is housing. That takes you to my section of the website. There's a listing, and it shows pictures, which I'm going to add more pictures because it just shows the outside of the buildings. I want to actually show what the rooms look like, so everybody gets a better idea. And then there's a big green button on the left-hand side that says apply now. You can't tell that I've given these instructions before, have you?
Right.
And then that takes you to the contract. You fill out the contract, and then once you hit submit, I get it in my email, and I put you in. But then you have to call or come by, and you pay the $100 deposit, and then I assign you a room after Jeannie tells me you've paid a deposit.
So there we go. It's and like I said, I'll do the video for that. So we'll link it here. And then Jen. I mean, we might just have a day and bring the camera over and just kind of do some filming inside the rooms. Do some.
That would be
stuff.
amazing because it doesn't. I mean, it just shows the outside buildings, but it has a little diagram that shows what the room looks like. But nowadays, even me, I like to see pictures of what I could be experiencing.
Yeah, right.
So,
a little video walkthrough or something. Yeah. So
show the laundry rooms, the game room, all of that stuff. Yeah.
We'll definitely do that. We'll plan on doing that here in the next couple weeks or so.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So, Oscar, you're a resident advisor, correct?
Yeah.
Assistant.
A resident assistant.
Yeah.
Okay. So resident assistant. So what is a resident assistant? So what are your duties, man?
So like I'm a student staff member. Well, hold on, what does it say? Oh yeah. But like so like I'm just a regular old student that lives in the dorms. And so what my duties are, so like I have to enforce the rules, of course, and then on duty, which is like 4 times out of a month, and like I work one weekend, which is a Friday or Saturday. So I stay out there until 2:30 a.m. But basically what I do is just like I help with dorm events, so, like the ones we were just talking about. I help out with those by setting up and all that stuff. And then while I'm on duty, like I'll check out things like to like the residents. So like if they want to use the grill, I'll help them check that out. If they want to like borrow like a frisbee, or if they want to borrow like a bike, because we do have bikes outside and people do ride them. And so like I'll check that out to them and make sure they bring it back. And then just overall like enforce the rules, because like, well, a big thing we gotta do is like keep the noise down, because like there are people who do work and try to pay off college, and they gotta wake up early in the morning. So like I hate to be the one to be like, hey guys, keep it down, but that's what I gotta do.
Yeah.
And overall it's a pretty good job. Like it pays for the dorm, and which like if you look at the price you're like, ooh, but like I can honestly kind of like say that like it's worth it. It is like worth the price. Like compared to living on your own in an apartment, having to pay monthly utilities and rent and stuff, like it's worth it.
Yeah,
so.
I budget every year. I usually hire 9 RAs, but I budget every year to pay their room and board for the year or the semester, depending on how long they're there, and only working their shifts 4 days a week, which is usually two to 3 weekdays and 1 weekend day. A month, which I don't think that's bad. That's actually really good money for 4 days a month.
4 days a month. Yeah.
And we try to do 2 dorm events a month, but not in a COVID year. That's kind of narrowed that down. Matter of fact, we have a dorm event tonight. We're making masks. I ordered a bunch of just plain white cotton masks, and we've got tie-dye kits.
Oh, cool.
And so everybody's going to get to make their own mask. And then on the 26th, we have another event which we're calling the Mask Singer. So they can wear their masks that they made tonight, and pretty much it's just karaoke. I mean, we thought about making it into a contest, but that kind of scares the kids away. And so I just want everybody to have fun and let loose. And I mean, it's been a crazy year, and so anyway, I think we'll just leave it as anybody who wants to get up there. It's going to be in the courtyard as well, and hopefully the mask making tonight will be in the courtyard, but it is windy outside, so we will see. We may have to pull that inside.
Yeah, it's one thing getting up the courage to do karaoke to begin with, and then
Totally.
and then you're talking about doing karaoke for prizes.
Yeah.
That's
That gets them like, I'm not even going to go. So we want you to come, and we want you to have fun. So
so if a student is an RA, they pretty much get their dorms and stuff paid for, right?
right, they get I pay their room and board.
Very cool. So what does a student need to do to become an RA?
Well, I mean it's a challenging job. It really is, and so sometimes I feel for them, because not only they have responsibilities that they have to do for me, but then they also are, I don't want to say ruling over their friends, but they pretty much are. If you've got a friend that's being loud, it's kind of uncomfortable to go down to your friend's room and say, hey, knock it off.
Right.
So you need to think, if that's something you can do, then wonderful, because it does take a special kind of person to be an RA, to take it all on. But we do have applications that you fill out, and then we do go through an interview process, which we just closed the applications April 2nd, and we are going to start calling for interviews tomorrow.
Wow.
So yeah, I got quite a few applications in, so that's amazing.
Yeah.
But we go through the interview process. I mean, we look for kids that are, honest, hardworking, dependable, loyal, social. I mean, you can't be a little hermit in the corner and be an RA. You got to be able to talk to people, and so that's pretty much what we look for. Honesty,
Very cool.
Yeah.
So so somebody who's going to be an RA, of course, you'll live in the dorms and then get a hold of Jen, and she'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
So there we go. All right, guys. So we've got the SLC, the Student Living Center Mansions held court here on campus. We've talked about pricing, the benefits, what an RA does. Is there anything else we need to cover real quick before we wrap it up?
I I can't think of
I think we covered it
anything.
all.
That's pretty much a day in our life, you know.
Yeah.
and it's busy. It sounds
It is busy. It is busy.
All righty, guys. So I think we'll go ahead and get ready to wrap stuff up. I am going to put a link to the housing form in the description, along with that scholarship giveaway. So be sure you check that out too. So I'll put that down there, and then Jen, we'll get over. We'll do some recording over in the rooms, and I'd like to do a little walkthrough over there.
All right, good deal.
Yeah, so,
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, very, very cool. So if you need any more information or want to find out how to how to get in the dorms or how to get in Seward County, hit up the number on your screen right about now. You can get a hold of us, admissions@sccc.edu, or give us a call, 620-417-1100. All right, Jen, Oscar, thanks for coming in today, guys. It's been great.
Well, thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having me.
And thanks for ignoring my banner
Hey,
falling behind
no
you.
worries. If that's the worst thing that happens today, I'm good.
Right.